There are stories of Western New Yorkers getting ripped off by snowplow companies. Of course, there are a lot of good services out there as well, but it may seem like common sense. We did want to take a moment tonight to go over some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to hiring a contractor, because now's the time to do it. I talked with the Better Business Bureau's Katarina Schmieder earlier today.
Kat, thanks so much for talking about this. I know it's not something we would like to be talking about this early in the season, but it is, that time of year. Let me just start by asking you, what are a couple of the most important things people need to keep in mind, or a couple of the mistakes that people make most commonly when dealing with snowplow services?
Well, I think when dealing with a snowplow service, you might run into a situation where you don't have anybody hired when this first snowfall lands, and then you're in a panic trying to find somebody. So we would really recommend that you start the search early and thoroughly research multiple companies before you hire someone.
When someone goes to bbb.org and checks out these local providers, are a lot of them on there? And is obviously you recommend people make that part of their research, right?
Yeah, we definitely encourage people to use BBB as a resource. We have hundreds of business profiles locally, regardless of if a business is accredited or not. We still have information on many of them. So you can see what letter grade they have with BBB. You can see what types of reviews people have left about that company. And if there are any complaints, you can read those and see what type of response the business made.
What are the most important things to keep in mind when you're looking specifically at the contract?
Well, you want to make sure you know exactly what's in the contract and you're comfortable with the terms before you sign it. We would also recommend that you come up with a payment plan that you're comfortable with. If a company is pressuring you to pay in full upfront, that can be a red flag. So you should always ask if you can pay at the beginning and end of the season, or possibly beginning, middle, and end of a season.
Finally, there's a meteorologist at our sister station in Rochester who put out a map basically saying if you're in these high snow areas, it's better to do a full seasonal contract. If you're in these places that maybe don't get as much snow, you can do one where you just pay based on how many times they have to plow out your driveway. From your perspective, are both of them good options? Is one better than the other?
I think what matters most is that people take the time to do their research and find a company or snowplow service they can trust. Like I said, we have tons of information on bbb.org. Also, some other things you should do, make sure you're paying with a credit card. If you do, unfortunately, encounter a scam, most credit card companies have policies in place to help you get your money back. Don't hesitate to ask for references. A lot of reputable companies will provide you with references, so you can call and speak to people who can speak to the kind of work they provided.
Katarina Schmieder with the Better Business Bureau. Kat, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.